Hello, this is Rev Dore, Jacques Patlian, teaching religious science, which is the science of mind, from Sarasota, Florida. Today, let's talk about living inside out and upside down. Did you know that you may be living inside out and upside down and not even realize it? Yes, it's true. In fact, I suspect that billions of people are living this way. It could be that most of the people who've ever lived on Earth have lived this way and never understood that the reason life seemed to be a mystery was because they couldn't find or wouldn't read the owner's manual and had never learned the rules. Come on, fellas, admit it. At least once in life you've attempted to put together your children's bicycle or toys at holiday time and just dove right in, screwdriver in hand, without ever even opening the instruction booklet. Women read instructions. Men tend to say, I know how to do this. I don't need any darn instructions. I admit that I have done it more than once and got the bolts in backwards and had to undo the entire project and start over, when if I just read the instructions, I could have done it right the first time. Unfortunately, we don't get do-overs of this same life experience that we're in now, so perhaps we better pay attention to the instructions. Here are the instructions. Page 1 of the owner's manual says that we happen to life. Life does not happen to us. What does that mean? Imagine that you wanted to make a duplicate key but couldn't take it to the locksmith for some reason. Well, you could take the key and press it on a soft wax tablet and get an exact copy to take in to have a new key cut. That's what we do every single minute of our lives with our thoughts, our words to ourselves and others. The choices we make and the ones we neglect to make are all keys impressed on the great wax tablet that is our lives. We impress on our lives what we speak, what we think, what we choose, believe, do, and what we neglect to do that we know we should have done. In fact, our lives are a perfect cut of the keys we impress on the wax tablet of our lives. We literally think and speak our lives into being. We are the motive force. We are the driving wheel of our lives. We make life happen. It doesn't happen to us. Were you taught this as a child? Unless you're the child of a religious scientist or a Zen master, it's pretty unlikely. A vast majority of the planet is taught that life happens to them. They are passive recipients of life, subject to fate, the whim of an angry God, or somebody else's actions. We are taught to deflect what is shot at us rather than being the shooter. Most of us have been taught to be goalies in the net rather than forwards or wingers shooting the puck. We're taught to play defense in life, guard against misfortune, and prepare for a rainy day. What we were not taught is that misfortune is a direct result of our actions, our words, and our thinking. What we were not taught is that rainy days happen when we believe totally in them and expect them, and not before. We get what we expect and believe to be true. Job in the Old Testament is a great example. Job was given great favor by God, everything he could possibly want for being a good man and true. He then spent the next 40 years worrying about losing it. He thought day and night about what would happen if I lost all my blessings. Well, sure enough, he lost everything. Family, property, you name it. Developed boils all over his body. He was very sick. Poor guy. The troubles of Job, we call it. Yes, indeed, because he spent 40 years creating them with his thoughts and his words. He got exactly what he expected. We always get what we expect, but we do not always get what we want, and we seldom get what we wish. Wishing's kind of weak. If we know it and believe it, that's another story. We usually get it. Page 2 of the owner's manual. We do get what we believe in and what we know to be true for us. Remember, we all have our own unique version of truth. My truth and your truth may be worlds apart, but they're both true for each of us. You'll see that even in a marriage. Your wife's ideas and yours may be quite different, and yet you share a life, a bed, a table, and your whole life together. But you're not the same person, are you? There really isn't anything that's objective truth other than perhaps we could agree we live here on earth and we're alive. Other than that, it's all perception, isn't it? My truth and your truth are our truth. Our perceptions create our own custom-designed versions of the truth. We paint with different colors and with a different palette, every single person. Every salesman learns the first lesson he should learn, or she, is that perception is reality. And a good sales manager will drill this into his salesman. Perception is reality for the customer. The customer may be dead wrong on his opinion of your home, car, boat, or service that you're selling. But if that's his or her perception, then that's his or her truth. The only answer is to create a new perception, not to try to change their truth. As a matter of fact, the more you try to change their truth, the less chance you've got to sell them anything. They probably walk out the door. Perception is the father and mother of what we call truth, in quotation marks. My perception may be totally wacky to you, but it's gospel truth to me. Am I crazy, stupid, or ignorant because I do not and cannot share your perceptions? No, I've just painted my personal world different colors and furnished it differently than you've done. This is what has happened to our country and indeed most of the world in religion and politics in the first quarter of the 21st century. We've forgotten the rules of page 2 of the owner's manual, and we bought into the false idea that our way is the only way and all others are evil, stupid, or fools. No, we just paint in different hues and different styles. If the Creator had wanted the world to be monochrome, then she would have created monochrome minds. She did not do that, so chill out and recognize that Democrats are not all singing the Internacional, which was the anthem of communism, in case you don't know, and Republicans are not turning in their GOP cards for swastikas. You can be a bright, engaged, educated, and thoughtful person and be at either end of the political or religious spectrum. I'll give you an example from my own life. You might be a little of both. I'm slightly right of center politically, and I don't have any problem telling you that, but I'd be very left in religion. I'm an old-style Republican. I like my tea in a teapot, not in my politics, but I am 21st century in spirituality. I'm a religious scientist who cannot believe that the Bible is inerrant in every word because I know how the Bible was written. And I don't understand how Jesus could be so totally misunderstood because we follow Paul instead of Jesus. Are the fundamentalists crazy, evil, or bad? No, they're just mildly mistaken. They paint in darker, somber hues, while I splash color and light about in my mind. There's room for all of us. There are many paths to God and many good ideas of governance. You know, religion and politics are a little bit like ice cream. Everybody's got their own favorite flavors. That doesn't mean they're wrong. Ice cream comes in different flavors. It's okay to like pistachio instead of Rocky Road. You know, if we listen to each other, we might not always agree, but we just might learn something. The way we are right now, we don't learn anything from each other. We figure the other guy's a jerk or an idiot, so we don't even listen to him. A closed mind or a closed fist receives no blessings. Right now, blessings are hard to come by. Page 3 of the owner's manual. Each human is unique. No two are exactly alike, not even twins. Each mind will be furnished differently with different beliefs, attitudes, prejudices, loves, and maybe even hates. We hope you don't have it in there, but if you do, it's not going to be the same as your friend down the street. Each mind will have talents in different areas, have different tastes in clothes, food, sexual partners, occupations, religions, or a lack of religion. Each mind will perceive the exact same event in very different ways, thus creating a very different reality around that event. We're all artists of the mind. I like that one. We're all artists of the mind. sitting at our easels, painting with the style and color palette that our mind prefers. What will you paint? What kind of you will you create with your daily stream of thought, your words, which are but thoughts put into actual form, and with your decisions and choices? Your life is your canvas. Leave it blank and pass unnoticed from this world, or paint in big ideas, big deeds, and big colors, and be remembered for generations untold. Choice is always yours. Only you can pick up the palette and the brush and paint your life into being. Only you can press the key into the wax and leave a lasting imprint. Only you are the author of your life. I'd say we all better get to work. You want to know more about religious science, which is the teaching of the science of mind, faith, philosophy, and way of life? Subscribe to my blog right now at wakeupandlive.net, all one word, or my podcasts on youtube.com/user/REV DORE, and then log on to csl.org. That's csl.org. And find the nearest Center for Spiritual Living, that's what we call our churches, and visit our wonderful Sunday celebrations or sign up for a class. It could be a life changer. Until we are together again, richest blessings upon you and all those you love. I wish you peace, health, and much prosperity, and so it is. This is Reverend Dore Jacques Patlian saying bye-bye for now.